A jungle boy grows into the clumsy Lord of the Swinging Vines in George of the Jungle, the live-action version of the animated TV show and one of the big summer movies we'll be reviewing this week on Siskel and Ebert. I'm Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times.
And I'm Gene Siskel of the Chicago Tribune. They only made 17 George of the Jungle TV shows in the 1960s. They were from Jay Ward, the producer of the Rocky and Bullwinkle series, and all I remember is the theme song, George, George, George of the Jungle. But from this flimsy material, the filmmakers have fashioned a pretty funny movie. Here's the running gag, should I say the swinging gag, about clumsy George, who comes to the aid of a cute heiress and her obnoxious fiancé as they hunt for a legendary white ape. George is played by Brendan Fraser, who is perfectly cast for the role. Good-looking, buff, but convincing as a doofus. The heiress is played by Leslie Mann, and she's freaked when at George's lair, she finds he has a most intelligent ape as a butler.
I mean, why wouldn't an ape read textbooks, and why wouldn't I find myself in a treehouse with room service and a Tarzan wannabe?
One of the funniest gags in the film, George's pet dog, who has tusks.
Come on, boy, come on! Good boy, Sim, come on! Sit. Good boy!
Does every gag work? No. Does every swinging vine gag work? No. But the film does have plenty of good cheer.
George, watch out for that! Ah!
And what I really appreciate about George of the Jungle is the way the filmmakers attempt to break form by having the script kid itself, by acknowledging the narrator, by throwing in a few mature gags and references. It's not a by-the-numbers movie treatment of a TV show like Beverly Hillbillies or the Flintstones. Thumbs up for me on this one.
Thumbs up for me, too. And I laughed loudly when that elephant came on screen.
Big time.
The elephant named Shep.
Right.
Who's a dog. When he bounds into the screen, slides to a halt, sits on his haunches, wags his tail, and starts to pant, it was just one of the funniest things I've ever seen in a movie.
I mean, somebody's thinking there. And that's what you appreciate upon reflection is somebody's trying, not just doing the pilot. That's what was wrong with some of these shows. All the movies, they just do the pilot again bigger.
This is you talked about George as a doofus, which he is.
Right.
But the movie was not made by doofuses. It's a smart movie about a doofus. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Next movie, our next
What an insight. Aren't you proud that you could come out? I know.
What an insight. Yes, I am proud of myself. Yes. And I'm happy that you noticed it. Next movie.